I feel like finishing the game today, actually. Considering today is day... Today's 16. And then I'm assuming I go to the New Year's, so... Yeah, let's go. Good evening. Ah, Jill, I want to get firecrackers. Firecrackers? It's New Year's, right? We need some. Wouldn't firecrackers scare off the Yeah, good idea. Go ahead. I'll be back in a bit. Even for a cat lover, you sure get excited about firecrackers a whole lot more than dogs are involved. I know how hypocritical it sounds, and I don't care. Ah, Jamie's here. Greetings. Anyway, let's start. Uh-huh. Let's choose songs that I don't have, just for the sake of listening to something new. So okay. A Renee. I've already listened to these three already. Dawn approaches with renewed hope. Okay. Something new. Ah, the guy that wouldn't come back twice. Yeah, shut up. By any chance, did something fly over here 2 weeks ago? On Friday? Yeah. There were lots of weird explosion noises throughout the night, but as far as I understand, those were made by a flying drone or something like that. So it flew by here. I take it you know what made that noise. Let's just keep it at whatever drone story you heard. Right. The noise got annoying after a while, I must say. So I remained in the vicinity. I don't know what counts as in the vicinity, but yeah. Distant explosions all night. Interesting. So it didn't get far away. Now give me a Mars Blast. A Mars Blast for the guy that wouldn't come back twice. There you go. Well, you didn't mess it up. Sorry, if I may interject. You looking for a fight? Most certainly not. Do you really think you'd stand a chance? You're like half his size. I can fight dirty. He kills people for a living. I can fight dirty. Jill, please, you make me sound like a savage. It would be like me saying that you get people drunk for a living. It's not wrong, but there are better ways of saying stuff like that. You're right, sorry. And like I said, I'm not looking for a fight. I just noticed that you seem like a strong drinks. What about it? Well, to be honest, it's a rare sight in this bar. I'd even come to believe that I'm the only one here who enjoys them aside from the owner. May I suggest you try a suplex next time? It might be to your liking. Okay, let's try the suplex thing. Alright. Let's get Ingram a suplex. Wow, that sounded weird. Suplex! Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On the rocks. Okay. I don't serve this one a lot. Yeah, good stuff. Like a less burning but punchier pile driver. Say, your face looks somehow familiar, mister. Call me Jamie, and you are? I'm Ingram. Anyway, I think I saw your face somewhere. Maybe when I needed to look for a specific file at... Did you perhaps go through a mana machine expunge? I did, actually. Figured as much. Only a handful of people do that. And almost all of them are people with nanomachine rejection that feel oddly suicidal. So I go through the whole thing. Rejection, need to hide something. The second one. It's easier to remain undetected when they have no means of tracking you or your activity. I see. How does the expunge work? You lie in pressure chamber and they give you a special IV solution. It causes nanomachine rejection while giving you the antibodies needed to prevent them from getting back in. For 5 hours you're trapped in bed while horrible pressure builds up in your body and nanomachines are forced out. They're like little needles all over your body. You feel them in your eyes, in your gums, in your toes, everywhere. And after all that, they need to implant you with a mechanism that constantly releases the same antibodies. Ow, dude. What are you having, Jamie? This is a gut punch. Yeah, I should have figured. Hey, give me one of those. Sure. Let's give him a gut punch. Again. That didn't sound. Cheapest one here. I just blast it with fucking op. Aged and mixed. There you go, buddy. Yeah. Yeah, I love these. It looks different from yours, though. I had a couple of extras in his, actually. So where's the antibody unit they stuck you with, Jamie? Inside, like all the other maintenance systems. It can be troublesome at times, but the perks of not having nanomachines in the body outweigh the cons. And then the rest of the enhancements, where you can reconstruct it, or have you been adding them over time? Over time, either by getting a much-needed enhancement or through fixing injuries. I see. Well, it was a pleasure, Jamie, but gotta leave. Nice meeting you, Ingram. Please come again. Don't count on it. You've said that twice now. Shut up. Seemed like a nice guy. Right. I won't call him a bastard, but he's not the nicest in the bunch. Maybe you caught him on a bad day? Nah, I think you're just that good at bringing out the nicer side of people. Oddly enough. That guy tires the hell out of me. Alma. Someone's in a good mood. Give me a bad touch, will you? That way you'll be in a good mood, too. A bad touch for Alma. I'll give her a big one. Here you go. Jill, you have such a petty sense of humor. Guilty as charged. So what put you in a good mood today? Oh yeah, that. Today my sister was supposed to be in court for all the custody proceedings. Of course, not only does she show up later than her husband and drunk at that, but also dressed like she got fucked in the back of the parking lot. And to top it all up, she forgot to even bring her kids. Luckily, my parents brought them to court. The judge assigned the kids to my parents for the time being. So she really messed it up, huh? When they came back to the house and Diana started throwing a temper tantrum, she said it was lucky that her husband didn't get the kids because the angst would make her jump onto the highway. So Eva comes and says, then make sure it kills you because we aren't dealing with her as a cripple. I shouldn't reinforce that behavior, but I don't know. Maybe it was the timing, but I've been laughing for an hour now. You hold quite the animosity for Diana, don't you? She and I used to be the closest friends when I was 7 or 8. We played all the time. We even slept in the same bed for a while. Then she turned into a teen. We stopped playing. She had other things she wanted to do. I can forgive all of that. I mean, the age difference and all. But there was something in particular I still can't forgive. It was the day she invited her friends to the house, and I went to ask her something. As I was leaving, one of her friends asked if I was her sister, and she said she had no little sisters. Ow. I think that was the moment that finally broke the pedestal I held her on. I admired her as much as a kid as I admire anyone, you know? Little by little, that admiration wore off until we finally reached that breaking point. I felt betrayed. And you haven't been able to forgive her after 40 years? Hey, it's not that I still hold a grudge against her, but rather, the Diana who said all those things so many years ago is the same Diana that I know today. How so? She hasn't matured one bit. She's still as selfish, childish, and immature as she was back then. When you see her, you don't see an adult, you see an overgrown, horny teen. So aside from destroying any admiration I held for her, she made sure not to fix that impression. Huh. But enough about me, how are you? Everything's fine, aside from this note. A note? Remember how I told you I lashed out on my dead ex's sister? Yeah. I got this note from her. Let's see. Wow, she must really feel bad about the whole thing. As do I. So what's the problem then? The same fear that drove me away from her in the first place. Right. Give a Brantini, will you? There's a little story I want to tell you. Right. A Brantini. Alright. Here. This is the thing. Let's start. Boo! Oh, hell no. This is a story of a girl who grew disillusioned with one of her sisters. Soon, it became animosity, and not long after that, she distanced herself completely from said sister. With time, the girl would become attached to her older sister, looking up to her achievements. All I can look at right now are those boobs. Not now. Said sister would even marry the girl's best friend not soon after. And then after the girl went into college, said sister would quit her job. His sister, who was worried sick about leaving her baby kid alone, prompting her to quit high-ranking job. What if I hire your high-ranking lips? Shut up. The girl, even as an adult, felt betrayed. Her role model sister went against everything she held in her high esteem for. She was no longer a child, and yet she felt like a part of her head crumpled. Hey Joe, I can lift your sweater. Do you want to see? I bet you want to see. Alright, enough. Enough? Shit. Peace out. I know the girl is you and the sister is jealous. Please get to the point. Right. The point is, if you don't face her, she will be heavily disappointed. She's trying to make amends with you. That must take courage. A lot of it. Yeah, you're right. My mouth's dry. Can I get a beer? Right. A beer. Man, I am going crazy, aren't I? Here. Thanks. So tell me, did you and this Gabby girl get along? Oh yeah. I never had brothers or sisters, but once Lenore introduced me to her as her sister-in-law, she got so excited about having a new sister that she clung to me a lot. I helped her in the studies, read books with her, played with her a lot. She was pretty much my sister too. I have to leave, but I'll tell you this. As both as big a little sister, if you don't grant that girl the chance of talking to you, I'll never forgive you. Yeah. Oh, there's a small New Year's party this Saturday if you're interested. Oh, sure, I'll be here. Remember, I won't forgive you. Yeah. I'll go take my break. Alright. Wah! You were here? You were quite absorbed in the conversation just now. Jamie even said goodbye to you, didn't you hear? Anyways, call me if anything comes up. It's only 10:20 right now. Let's fucking go. It's less chilly today. Okay. Guess I'll swap it up. Jill, a kid's looking for you. Oh shit. Norma. Hey. Ah, Norma. Oh, thank God. You're back. Oh, fuck you. You do know I'm not giving you any drinks, right? Crap, I said it out loud. Yeah, actually, I wanted to thank you. She thought it was for her. Thank me? Well, for starters, by not complying and giving me alcohol. Everything else would have fallen apart if I had some. So responsible, Joe. I kind of faced my mom and told her all about the pressure she was putting on me, and said I wanted to figure out what I wanted to do. Can I, like, click her? Oh, no signal. I actually can't. If she's here, I can't. Oh, that's sick. And? Well, she didn't speak to me for 2 days. After that, she told me that it'd be a waste to spend money in university just for me not to give her my all. So she told me to still go to the college course, but that I was free to explore. Glad to hear that. And, well, I wanted to thank you for that. Me? If I just rushed headfirst into my original plan, things would have gotten ugly. And you were right, I wouldn't be hurting for her the sake of hurting. So, thanks. Don't worry about it. I'll leave before it's too late outside. Be careful. Aw, so sweet of you. Shut up. Hey Jill, mind helping me here? Sure. Make a bleeding Jane, please. On it. Thanks. Hey Joe, do you hate me? Hate is a harsh word. It's not against you directly, but rather the fact that only I can see you. Like I told you, if they wanted, they could see me. And why can't I? You're the main character, dunno. What are you? A cute girl. Right. You okay, Jill? Making a lot of faces there. Yeah, just remembering stuff. Could you give me a hand here and serve a beer, please? Sure. I want to know. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I guess we'll just roll with it. Thanks. Would you lighten up if I showed you I can interact with the environment? Maybe it'll spook me, but let's try. There. Whoa! Can't see anything. You sure? Yep. Weird. Nobody expects a Dorth Inquisition. Dorth Inquisition. Dorth Inquisition. Dorth. Ah! I bit my tongue. Can't believe I'm using the spare tongue so early in the night. Honey. Ah, hey Dorothy. I'm making a quick stop for a drink. Can I get a fluffy dream? Sure. Thank you. Oh yeah, before you leave. What, are you guys throwing a New Year's party too? Yup. Sure, I'll be here then. Well, I got things to do, so... You do? Who does what? Sorry, I sneezed. Weird sneezes. Anyway, I'm out for now. Oh yeah, Joe? Take care of Becky, please. Man, she was in a rush. Okay, fuck that noise. Fireworks are sold out everywhere. I'll need to get them through more shady means. She's gonna buy them from the internet. She'll find them and put us all at risk of burning. I'll make sure there's an extra extinguisher at hand. Please? Well, I guess that's it for today. You sure you're fine? I am, don't worry. Hey Jill, mind if I ask a silly question? You've seen my clients, you can assume I don't mind silly questions. Silly answers get on my nerves though. Sorry, what did you want to ask? Do you know why they call them cat boomers? I mean, I guess their second set of ears look like a cat, but the word boomers seems so out of place. Not so much when you consider it's not them, but their parents who were called such. Oh? Let's go a bit back first. You do know why cat boomers look like that, right? Because they went through some anti-nanomachine rejection treatment while they were still a fetus, right? It's called the Yamazaki-Romanova treatment. Or was it the Romanenko-Yamada treatment? Let's call it the catification procedure. It was not only the first successful genetic treatment on a fetus, but also the first way to fight nanomachine rejection. Moreover, that research had a bit of a rocky story. Funding got cut in the middle of it at a critical point that could make or break the whole thing. Not to mention Zaibatsu Corp's record on not addressing nanomachine rejection at all. The rest of the research was funded by Maki Stankovic. Was it Stankovic? Let's call him Stankovic for now. He's a businessman whose unborn daughter got diagnosed with early nanomachine rejection. Stankovic funded the research, and in a desperate move, his wife offered herself and her daughter as test subjects. Of course, the experiment was a success. The girl, Sylvia Stankovic, didn't die. She became the living testament of a scientific breakthrough. But then a story of how things played out for Sylvia got sensationalized in the media and created a weird fad. Parents made their unborn children go through a certification procedure even if they had no ailments at all. All because one particular girl whose life got saved through that treatment became a media darling for a bit. A whole generation of kids with those cat-like protrusions got born. And their parents got called cat boomers? A generation of parents obsessed with those cat-like figures. The fad quickly passed, but the term remained in use. Eventually, cat boomer just started being used for people with the protrusions instead of their parents. You keep calling them protrusions, why is that? Because that's what they are. Eh? You didn't think those things on their heads were ears, right? Sure, they can be moved because they're somehow connected to the facial and ear muscles, thus they can move like cats and react to their mood. But in the end, they're just appendages with no real function. Huh. It still surprises me a bit though. The biggest mutation they get after the treatment is just that. Those ears are a small miracle on their own. People have been born with no eyes or less intrusive procedures. You really thought they were functional ears, huh? Let's say I learned quite a bit today. Thanks. Don't worry, I feel like I should apologize for talking so much instead. And keep in mind I'm fucking up the terms. I don't want you saying someone got protrusions because of catification procedure. I'll keep it in mind. Wait! What? Yeah, the guy's name was Stankovic. Eh? I just remembered Sylvia Stankovic was around my age, and when I was a teen, there was some TV specials featuring her. And I just remembered that I had the biggest crush on her. Now that I think about it, that crush had me very confused back then. And did you need a shout just now? Sorry. In any case, I'm out for the day. Alright, careful out there. Almost there. Just get the money. Total earnings. Drinks total. Mistakes 0. I got a flawed service tip. Today's payment. Total funds. 7,000. Ah, fuck. Can I actually make the money? I'm actually scared as fuck. Thinking a lot about Kira and Mickey. Playing one of our posters up and getting distracted. I might get evicted. Fuck. Oh no. Shut up. Oh, there it is. Poster. Oh, thank God. Okay. Fuck. Do I have enough money? I don't want to get evicted. I might need to start New Game Plus and have not bought this fucking thing. I bought this and that thing was like $1,300. I'm an idiot. I'm a fucking idiot. Fuck. Surviving in Glitch City. Unless I'm mistaken, my grandpa lived here before they turned into Glitch City. Oh yeah, this. Late to the party, augmented eye. Gods be praised for silly law I'm all in for. Shit. I need to go through my footage and remember where I fucking... Oh no. Oh god. It feels like real life. I'm actually scared of when I'm gonna be fucking, evicted. Hold on, what was the thing again? Okay, so it was... Rent is due on the 30th. So I have literally today to make 2,700 and... Oh my god. I'm scared. I might have a bad ending or something, maybe. You've been talking a lot of that Alma girl. Jealous? Alright, here goes. Oh my god, kill me. Good evening. Hey. Okay, so we've got almost everything, but we're still missing a couple things for Saturday. And so I designate you, Gillian Applegate, as official guy who goes to buy the rest of the stuff. Applegate? I have no idea who that is. Why me? I could send Jill, but I wouldn't dare send a lady by herself. And I could go with her, but I believe the bar should have at least 2 people in the vicinity at all times. You're not gonna say anything, Jill? If it means not being delivery girl, I'm happy to fake helplessness. Fine, give me that list. I'll be back sometime. Something tells me you're planning something, boss. What gives that impression? Call it a gut feeling. Did you know Gil has a crush? He what? A client of his, a girl that owns a bazaar. She's been coming on to him for ages and he's only started opening up. But he's taking steps backward and I'm not gonna let him. He's opening up for fuck's sake. And so the errands will take him to the bazaar, I take it. That's right. Huh. Alright then, to the office I go. As for me... I'm gonna... Good luck music. I'm gonna just... boop, boop, boop. All systems go. What do we go over here? Time to mix drinks and change lives. You're with a crush, huh? This place, great. Oh, if it isn't... Hey, it's Kira Mickey! Whee! Hey Jill, sorry, but is there anywhere I can hide? There's an unpleasant guy on my trail. Boss! Stalked woman incoming! The door's open. Go ahead, the door to the left. Thanks. Hello there. Oh, hi there. The other one! That's the bathroom. Wait, what's the dog doing in the bathroom? Now, where did she... Oh, the hellhole. Perfect. Hey, kid, I'll have the usual. Right. Huh, you remembered me after 2 weeks. I gotta get him drunk. Here. This seems right. The paper's been a mess lately. You'd think with all that's happening, they'd stay and do more reports. But they're all asking for vacations and I can't afford to be understaffed. So I had to come up with some sort of reward for whoever produces the most reports. I see no difference in my feed, though. Mr. Donovan, I don't mean to sound rude, but you do know the infamy of the augmented eye with the general public, right? A shitty page that will over-sensationalize anything and report useless things. Of course I know. Then why not try to rectify that image? To put it simply, I'm being clutched by the balls in a non-pleasant way. Zaibatsu Core and the company have an eye for every publication they haven't bought yet. Report on them once and they'll find something to find you with. Twice and you'll find your resources severely cut. Anything beyond that, and the best case scenario is that they'll buy the damn operation to keep it quiet. I know there are more newsworthy things that whatever it is lackeys picked out that last week, but if I overstep, my ass is in line. Huh. Glad to see this hellhole is still in one piece, though. The BTC has been going apeshit of closing bars lately. Oh yeah, that. Yesterday they closed one that served as a key part of the drug trafficking ring, and last week they closed 3 small bars that served as illegal chicken restaurants. Huh. Not to mention, there are like 100 people who have BTC certificates but never use them. Instead, they keep those credentials around to stop police from raiding their homes or warehouses. I don't know about you, but it's obvious to me that some restructuring will be done at the BTC after this whole thing. Man, shit ran deeper than I thought. No news outlet talks about that. Alright kid, let's try a moonblast now. Come again? Hey, even I have to break the routine from time to time. A moonblast? That's new for him. So 6112. I need some water. Sorry. This music's got me going. There you go. Now let's see what the ruckus is about. So, what about you here? Oh, right. Didn't you see a Lilim come through here? Blue hair, big tits. She's the one from the encore concert coming up. Not really. Did she jump into the roof then? Why were you looking for her? Did you want an interview? Not really, just a hitting on her. Hey, I said hitting on her, not hitting her. Stop glaring. Why though? Are you that bored? Don't you have, like, a family or something? Have you seen that girl? Hot as tits. Also hot ass and tits. I'm suffering the weirdest combo of being hard as fuck curious as shit right now. I want to know just how detailed those King Class CH-1A models are, personally. And so you followed her. I've yet to meet a woman that can resist the charms of Donovan D. Dawson. You're in front of one, and I'm guessing you have quite a selective memory. Like I said, don't you have a family or something? A wife, but that woman cheats on me as much as I cheat on her. In fact, I'm pretty convinced she gets off on the thought of me cheating on her. You have tainted my afternoon. Here you go. Alright. Well, seeing as she's not here, I have no reason to stay. Maybe I'll find someone that looks a bit like her. The guy left. Oh, alright. Thanks for sheltering me, Dana. Hope your sister likes the video. No, thank you. Seems like you had a hearty talk. Your boss is such a fun person. Her sister is a fan of mine, so I recorded a small video for her and took a couple photos. How nice of you. It's nothing, really, and she did hide me, so it's the least I could do. But, well, we're here already. Mind giving me something sweet? Sure. Miss Idol wants something sweet. Oh, this music. Fuck. Can't go wrong with this, right? I need something that gives me... I need something that's the most expensive. I need the money. I'm gonna buy this. Sorry, but you're an idol, right? So you can pay for my money. Let's see. There you go. Thanks. So do you know why Donovan was following you? I don't, but I wasn't in the mood to deal with him. His questions were a bit over the line last time, too. Not the worst I've dealt with, but I just didn't want to humor him. I see. Seems like he was just trying to come onto you. You don't say. Well, not like you have a chance anyways. I'm not into older guys and I'm already committed to a relationship. Wait, you are? It is not common knowledge, and the ones that hear it are trying to dismiss it as rumors, but I've been in a relationship with my producer for a while now. Really? We were both single, and that kind of stuff is bound to happen when you spend so much time together. But it all started when he read an entree I made on my blog about wanting to experience love and like. He offered to help with that, and after he read it, I thought, sure, why not? I already knew him well enough, and it wouldn't hurt to try. How nice. He's a stick in the mud where planning is due, but he's a sweetheart otherwise. I see. You know, I've met 2 fans of yours lately. Really? Both of them seemed so excited when they were talking about you. It was amazing. I don't like the term fan too much. It strikes me as a bit pretentious in my opinion. You're the cutest little button, I swear. I have many fans, doesn't sit so well. I like many people who like my music better. Fan evokes an uglier and more pretentious image for me. Do you like what I do, Jill? Do you like my music? To be honest, I haven't had much exposure to your work, but the few things I've heard are really, really good. And not gonna lie, having talked to you, I feel like I would support you even if I didn't like it. So nice to hear. Hey, this will sound familiar, but do you have anything like tea? Let me see. Tea? Oh, we do! Sweet! Here you go. Perfect! Hey, you're a King Class CH-1A, right? That I am. May I ask you something about your model? Sure. Are there any differences between you and a DFC-72? We both serve the same purpose, but the SC-72s have the port on their heads, which makes them more versatile. My line lacks that or the resilience of the DT-01Ds, but we're a tad more polished elsewhere. More specifically, our voice emulators are more advanced and our movements are smoother. A trade-off for functionality and power of your parents, you could say. Ah, I see. So anything new for this concert? Well, it is an encore, so we're trying to make it the same for those that couldn't go to the first. But we always try to spice it up, like maybe with a surprise song or something. There was this one time I sang a cover of a song by B-Link. Of course, in return, they sang Your Love is a Drug. Ah, so you know B-Link girls? Really nice kids. You'd be surprised how different from their onstage personas they are. Really? Suzu, for example, can be really childish at times. She also laughs a lot, and loudly at that. Meanwhile, Aina is a party girl, through and through. If they're not on tour, she spends her time partying like crazy. Huh, hard to believe. I mean, their image is that of stoic girls with little expression. Almost like living Victorian dolls or something. Well, they wanted to pop out in the public. They once even told me, if we want people to notice us, we have to break the cutesy idol concept. And so they took the opposite route at becoming cool beauties with melancholic songs. I wouldn't say they went the opposite way. The opposite of cutesy idols would be unkempt, tone-deaf girls spewing vitriol and hate. True, I guess. Well, I've gotta go, but let's have a Sparkle Star first. Alright. Oh, that's awesome. Here you go. Sparkling! Well, it's always a pleasure, Jill. Please come again. Will do. Oh, the handsome bartender. Nice to see you. Boss, skills back. I'll take my break. Alright. Note to self, buy oil for that door. Alright then. Gil, you're in my spot, please. Oh, sorry. Also, you're cleaning one of the boss's chicken buckets. Did boss ask you to do that? If I told you she did, would you believe me? Without a doubt. Let's go with that then. Right. Greetings. Hey, it's Stella! What's up? I'll go with the Bleeding Jane today. Big drinks, baby. Oh, fuck. There you go. Thank you. What brought you here today? Waiting for Sei? I came by myself, actually. I was in the area and stopped to say hi. Oh. It's pretty interesting, though. When I first saw you, I doubted you ever come here again. Well, this place is comfortable, I must admit. So quiet and secluded. It's also clean. Really clean. Gil is the one you should owe that to. The guy takes pride in how clean he keeps things around here. If you ever need cleaning staff, he's a nice pick. Really? He's a bit out of it today, though. I see. Hey Jill, have you heard of the new gold rush in the city? Gold rush? Everyone is paying small fortunes to get their hands on pieces of white knight suits. I think I heard or read something about that, but I'm having doubts, so probably not. In any case, how is it a gold rush? Well, the tech behind the suits was always safely guarded, but after the events at the bank... After the events at the bank, the suits were remotely shut down, breaking many of them in process. Many units dropped their armor right there and fled when the lynchings went on. Many white knights still stuck in their suit had to take the armor off manually to run away. It all happened in the middle of the lynchings, so they'd be sitting ducks if they didn't. Some weren't that lucky, they got beaten up while they weren't able to move. So between the suits becoming glorified paperweights and many white knights going on the run, there ended up being a lot of junk lying around. But the whole scientific community is rejoicing. They're on a race to reverse engineer the suits and take as much technology as possible from them. And of course, even when single pieces of armor fetch a high price these days, could anyone see the profit from that research just to justify such expenses? It's new tech, a whole new field ripe with patents to open for many, so I'd be like, yeah. I mean, the BTC is literally a conglomerate built upon patents and trademarks. I can see how. There is one weird case, though. There's this guy named Jack. He's a captain of a very unique Blitzkrieg Corps unit. Unique? The guy had a really small unit, 5 people, including himself. The aesthetics of his unit's armor were heavily modded to the point they looked like a squad of henshin heroes. And what? They looked like really gaudy. But it turned out that the guy actually broke through the software and disabled the remote switch. He has one of the few, if not only, suits of armor with the OS intact. To say they're among the most wanted people won't be an understatement. You know a lot about this. It's interesting, the amount of things you hear when dealing with drunk people of all kinds in the same place. It also helps to put on a front that makes people lower their guard. That should sound familiar to you. True? Wait. Here's a freebie, a fun fact. The failsafe was originally going to involve the armor blowing up and leaving no traces, but regulations and laws didn't allow that kind of technology near civilians. I guess even Zaibaga Corp has its limits, huh? People love to demonize Zaibaga Corp because, let's face it, they're far from innocent. But they're not evil overlords, they're just greedy. They're just big corporation. They just so happen to have control over what tantiness amounts to a city-state. But corporations will naturally resort to draconian methods. I've heard horror stories from people outside the city about trying to use product placement. If you so much as hold a bottle the wrong way and get away with the logo, you'll be in for lots of trouble. Let's not start with theme parks that are like those dystopias of their own. Then again, most of the demonization is due to the Quincy being such a clown. He has no power anyways. He's just the front of whatever the council behind Zaibatsu Corp shows. He makes a fool of himself and the attention is taken away from whatever it is that Zaibatsu Corp is actually doing. Yeah. So what were you saying, that Glitch City is basically a huge theme park? I've called the White Knights glorified mall security in the past, so yeah. Huh. No, seriously, hen what? Can I get a Brantini here, please? Sure. Here. Thanks. So I take it you're in a good mood today. Does it show? A bit. Yeah, well, I managed to nab a couple of tickets for the Kiramiki encore concert. Nice. Oh, right, as it turns out she was just here. Again? Sorry. Again. Can't believe I just missed her. I was surprised too. I was more surprised she remembered my name though. And like last time, she was quite the graceful client. Man, so these rumors about her being really nice in person were actually true? Amazing. I mean, you always want the famous people to be nice in real life. But having such a backing to that claim to hear that she's so nice to everyone, it's nice to hear, you know? In fact, it made me think that what made her so famous so quickly. How she's down to earth and totally accessible, making her someone everyone wants to root for. Yeah, I see. I mean, I guess you don't want to feel like you're supporting crappy people. Although to be honest, I've never put much thought into that one. Hell, half the time I have no idea who made what I use, nor do I care much. Being a nice person will take you far though. My dad always insisted that being ruthless in the boardroom doesn't mean being an ass, and he hasn't actually managed to get certain contracts over the more powerful people. All thanks to being a nice guy overall. Sounds like a good advice. But more importantly, Dad? Do you really believe me saying she was just here that easily? You're not the kind to lie about that stuff like that, so sure. Thanks, I guess. That said, can you go to the concert so easily? What about security and the like? My dad always has a unit keeping an eye on me from a distance, and you'd be surprised at how easily I can disguise myself with just a different hairdo and a cap. I see. I wonder if I can get into the disabled line with Sei in her rooms. Although she'll probably nag me about how she doesn't need it and we shouldn't abuse that. Hey, can you give me a classic drink? Sure. What about a beer? I'll give her a beer. Why not? I don't really have her doing that, so I don't think I've ever had her. I don't think I've ever given her a beer before. At least, not something that she asked for originally. I don't know, but all mixed. Here's your beer. Thank you. I think you should know about this. About what? Say, told me about your eye. That? Oh yeah, I knew. You did? Say told me. I'm alright. Don't worry. Still, that was quite the, I mean, damn. We all have our own share of painful stories. I might be just as shocked to hearing something from you. I've gotten over it, but every time someone brings attention to my eye, it starts hurting. The tech in the replacement is good enough, for remembering it hurts a bit. Oh. Still, she also told you about that Virgilio guy, didn't she? You know him? Virgilio Armandio didn't net any results, but after digging deeper, we found another name. Timothy Mercury. Branded traitor after killing a fellow white knight. Declared MIA. Seems like the guy knew how to hide himself. What are you gonna do? At the very least, seek him to thank him. It's the least I can do. Oh. Wait. I just realized something's off with the whole tech gold rush story. What would it be? Wouldn't all that tech be patented anyways? I get trying to crack it in the first place, but that would be true if the tech was patented in the first place. It isn't? Zaibatsu have been so paranoid about making the whole White Knights untouchable that they never patented anything. A patent wouldn't be in a database that someone could hack and retrieve valuable information from. Not to mention they would have been using tech from other companies without any authorization. And no patent registry in their right mind would approve that global shutdown signal. Let alone how immobilized everyone still would get inside one of those suits. So the ones that were upholding the law did so using suits that were all by means illegal? The irony runs deep, wouldn't you say? Why would it though? Why does it though? Why do it though? When you have so much money, you start thinking you can screw around with the rules. All that power makes you think you're above every law there is. In this city is what happens when those with money start making the rules. I'm curious though, have you ever covered up any fuck-ups by using money? I think we've all done things we're not too proud of at some point of our lives. Well, Jill, I gotta go. Always a pleasure. Please come again. Ah, Alma. No hello? You're pretty insistent on that one, aren't you? It's basic courtesy. Something I will fight to uphold. First the greetings stop, then saying please and thanks stops, and before you know it, boom, total anarchy. You're exaggerating. Am not. In fact, I'll go through with that door again. I expect you to properly greet me this time. Fine. Hello, Jill. Once upon a midnight Jerry, when I was pondered weak and weary over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore. While I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. "Only this and nothing more." "You overdid it. You totally overdid it." Quote the bartender. I did not. "So you like poetry?" "I had a phase." "Can I get you something?" "Let's start with a big cobalt velvet." "Sure." Fuck. Fuck. Yeah, let's go. Thanks. Oh yeah, there's something I've been wondering about for a while. Does the name Shadow Master 69's Chronicles ring any bells? Wow, you went pale. No, the ring doesn't ring any bells. May 22nd. Today my daily card readings told me I'd meet a great change thanks to an old man. My biology teacher told me I had been picked on for inter-school contact with my latest essay. I just know a scientific theory on the idea of auras was evolutionary as I thought. Soon I'll bring the world into occult science singularity. Later entries don't seem to have that gone well though. Mentions of being laughed at, being lectured on why the essay was wrong. Jill? I made sure to delete that blog. No evidence should be left. I can think at least 6 different sources off the top of my head that have all that stuff archived. Why? Sheesh, relax, it's not that bad. What do you mean it's not that bad? Don't you realize how embarrassing it all is? We've all been young, Jill. Relax. It's not like you're still like that anyways. That would have been embarrassing. You're not like that, right? God's no, I gave up on the whole occult stuff. It's just that remembering all that stuff is... I don't know. I like the way you looked. All dressed in black with the rare accessory popping out thanks to colors. I mean, at least you had the decency to use makeup and take care of yourself. So you have a pic. Oh god, you have a fucking picture. Why do you do this to me? Why do you dig out the sins of my past? I was bored. Last Friday, I had to take my mind off the whole Diana thing, so I ran a small background check on you. Simple stuff, just checking past internet activity. Please don't run background checks like that. I just use a search engine, you know? I just didn't request documents or anything. What led you to the page? You do realize your main mail account everywhere is still the one you used back then, right? Like I said, relax. You were obsessed with occultism and wanted to kiss all the boys. And I kinda almost accomplished that at middle school, which still sort of haunts me today. Never underestimate the lengths of old classmates who go to track you, man. Especially if they think you're still the girl they kissed from the fun and they're still lonely to boot. We all have things we're not too proud of as adults. Now I know how criminals feel when evidence is used against them. I had to ask though, why the 69? It was supposed to be 6'9", not 69, like in reference to both the lovers and the hermit. I was convinced it meant wise choices. Jill, there's nobody that would read that as 6'9". I was 12 at the time. Even at 12, I fucking knew what a 69 was. Just how innocent were you back then? You have no idea. Well, let's sweeten up things a little bit. I'll have a sugar rush. Sure. There you go. This is the thing. Say, Alma, speaking of the past, what was your last long-term relationship like? That's sudden. Sorry. I need some water right now, actually. You dug through my past, I've earned the right to dig up yours. Fine, fine. Long-lasting relationships, huh? Romantic ones, I'm guessing. Yep. Well, I've had about 4 boyfriends who I describe as such, that I've introduced to my family and all. The first one was in high school. I broke up with him because he cheated on me. I remember the other girl trying to pick a fight and me just saying, keep the fucker. The second one was during my freshman year. I broke up with him after he thought it'd be funny to punch me in the arm. He starts with a friendly hit and then before you know it. Anyways, the other guy I met shortly after I dropped out. He was interested in marriage, but he wanted to get married after only half a year or so of knowing him. And then there's Richard. Who? I spent almost 4 years with him. We got along pretty well, we had awesome chemistry, I truly loved him. But as time went by, there was a rift that started separating us. He just didn't like my family. He didn't. Moreover, he wasn't a family person. He distanced himself from his own and voiced that he didn't want kids. There was a part of me that wanted to believe, even if just for a little bit, that maybe he'd change his mind. But as much as I loved him, that one detail brought a growing gap between us, and at one point I just had to break up with him. But I'm not here to press you. Bring me a beer, will ya? Sure. Fuck. Oh, God. Thanks for telling me that, by the way. Don't mention that. Okay, one more question and we're even. Wow, you really are embarrassed of that blog, huh? Sure, ask away. At what age did you get those implants in your boobs? Jill, I love you and I know you're saying that in jest, but I've lived through so many rumors about me getting plastic surgery that I can't and won't take it as a joke. As such, in honoring our friendship, I'll just say this. They're real and they're spectacular. Now ask the real question before I slap you. I'll grant you one, and only one chance to call me by my full name as a compensation then. I'll gladly take your offer. It's funny that you mentioned slapping because my real question was why did you get your hands chopped? Chopped. Well, there's actually a couple of reasons. The first is that I spend lots of time typing and these replacements help me avoid carpal tunnel syndrome. Oh. There's other utilities, like how I can interface with many devices. For example, there's a tiny computer embedded in my glasses. If I remove my index finger, it acts like the computer's cursor. There's lots more, but there's small things that don't sound that impressive when I say it out loud. How did your family take the operation? They took it well enough, except for my mom. She freaked out for a few months. She even went to the hospital to ask for my hands. Don't you miss them? Sometimes, but just during emotional moments. So, but as luck would have it, someone else has them. Shortly before my operation, there was an accident on the highway. One of the victims was this young lady whose right hand got completely crushed. I told them to check if we were compatible and all that. I mean, implants are not everyone's first choice if they can get a natural replacement. A bit of a cosmetic treatment and it pass off as a original hand with no problem. As I heard that we were compatible and the family agreed to the donation. I don't know what became of her, but I hope she's fine. And you didn't tell her mom about that? I didn't want her pestering the poor girl. So, are we cool now? Are we even now? Are we? You were pretty pissed about my comment regarding your boobs. Again, I'm sorry. It sounded less rude in my head. Yeah, don't worry about that. Besides, I get to call you Julian once. Now you don't. Eh? Why? You just called me by my full name. Are you serious? One chance and only one chance, and you just used it up. Damn it! Surprise! Hey Alma, this might be weird tangent, but do you believe in ghosts? Hey! Not particularly, no. Although there was this paper I read that was quite interesting. It proposed a scenario where nanomachine clusters would leave the body after death, and then acted as a collective hive mind through the residual brainwaves. The result would basically be an image not unlike a hologram. Of course, the hypothesis fell through because such a nanomachine density is impossible in a body. Even 5% of the amount needed is enough to make the blood too dense for the heart, and it's not like brainwaves are potent enough to create those reactions. Still an interesting read, though. I see. Don't give me that look. It's not my fault that you convinced yourself that you're crazy. Well, I'll leave then. See you tomorrow. See ya. All done? I am. What about you, Gil? For some reason, the idol girl left him like that, it seems. You think? It might have been while he was out, though. True. Hey, boss. You're a fan of wrestling, aren't you? I mean, you were a wrestler, so... That I am, yeah, why? I was wondering, isn't wrestling fake? Aren't twin tails for little girls and teens with 8th grade syndrome? 8th grade what? When you get down to it, wrestling is as real as soap opera. I mean, you don't really expect a legal lawsuit to be fixed in the ring, right? Sure, in my ideal world, you would solve legal problems through good and roll wrestling, but... No, seriously, 8th grade what? But you don't go around calling soap operas fake. It's a show. It just so happens to be used fights as an expression. You might as well see it as a unique form of theater. Besides, considering the injuries many wrestlers suffer, it's not all fake. Huh, I didn't think about it that way. Sadly, I won't stand for anyone bad-mouthing wrestling. So now I have to go around and break Gil's back to make you humble. Wait, what? Come here, fuckboy! Fuckboy? 8th grade what? Yes, I have enough money! Let's go! Who would have thought we get a bona fide idol in the bar? You were charged 10K. Jill will have a roof over her head for another month. This sense of relief will make sure she's focused at work. And I got the achievement. Make sure Jill pays all of her bills. And what was the other one? Make sure Jill doesn't get distracted even once. I'm down. We have the roof over our heads for another month. Yay! Oh my god, my money. Ah! Ah! Valhalla. I don't know if I want the bar to suddenly become a fan tourism's hotspot. The name sounds silly and a bit hard to pronounce. Good thing it's actually just called Valhalla. The funny numbers and letters are just the code. Anyway, I visited this cute and small bar downtown twice after getting lost for a bit. I think this area was called the Neon District. At first it was a bit scary because I forgot my way back, but when I got in there, I really felt safe and at home. The bartenders are a bunch of sweethearts, and the boss was such a class act. I even took a photo with her and sent a video to her little sister. I look forward to visiting again. The drinks were very tasty, even though they weren't made of real alcohol. In Australia? Australia is more complicated than that. Okay. Alright, let's save. Oops. Okay, I was scared for a second, but I think we go okay. Let's go, there we go. December 30th. Let's go. Even. Jill, are you humming Shine Spark? Ah, hey Jill. Are you okay? Are you in love, maybe? Nothing of the sort. I'm fine. Right. No, seriously, did you fuck? Men only get so happy after they fucked. That's not... Oh my god, you totally fucked. Was it Alma? Did you have 7 minutes in heaven with her? No, I didn't. In any case, congratulations. I haven't seen you this happy since, well, never. Streaming Chan. Today's SKBDs will bring us a familiar face and... Shit. Gil, I'm out. I'm gonna... Last time, my viewership had a weird peak when I was passed out. So I'm here to find out what made people so interested. Do I have something on my face? This guy is totally fucked. No doubt about it. That gleam in his eyes is unmistakable. Whatever, just keep it down. Jill, you're here. Isn't that the passed out girl from 2 weeks ago? I'm not here. Oh, sorry. I'll be back in my office then. Anyway. What the fuck? Hello? Okay. Time to mix drinks to change lives. Oh, it's Betty and, Deal. You are too happy and you are too mopey. What happened? I was right. Eh? That Laura girl was head over heels for him. I was right on the money. Say that girl... I'm not here. Sorry. Isn't she the one that passed out last time? Anyways, Betty was right and that deserves a beer. And you? I'm fine. For the occasion. Alright. So the girl was actually infatuated with him? You should have seen her, screaming from the top of her lungs that she liked him, and him just standing there thinking. Just like that. In retrospect, it was a tad too cliched for my taste. Still, I knew she liked him. I was right. I was right. He doesn't seem particularly happy about it, though. He never is. Unlike your coworker. Holy shit, did he fuck? You're making it too obvious, Gil. How? That beaming face is unmistakable. The guy with a face that just caused him to enjoy every moment. Back to the deal, though. Like I said, he seems lost in thought. Victories like these are few and far between. Let me enjoy myself. Can I get something non-alcoholic here? That's not how you drown your sorrows, piece of script. I'll have a bloom light. Okay. I get bloom light. Something non-alcoholic. How about just like a frothy water? There you go. Thanks. Same. Celebrate all you want, but I'm freaking out here. I know nothing about relationships. I have no idea what to do. Well, for starters, what do you think, Jill? Me? Her? Betty, I've seen a few of your relationships, remember? Aside from Veronica, there's Angela, Pamela, Sandra, Rita, Monica, Indiana, Mary, Jessica. Or should I say, didn't share the bed sheets, snores like a pig, cold feet, shampoo waster, chocolate addict, too religious, fan of the wrong rugby team, Tito Taylor, and chews with the mouth open. What do you think, Jill? That you must be quite the heartbreaker to have so many relationships in a short period of time. I mean about the piece of shit situation. And thank you. I'm not the right person for this. Gil? He's still on fucking Cloud 9. Or is it fucking in Cloud 9? What about Sneaky Sneaky? I'll be damned, she's actually hides pretty well. For starters, how do you feel about her? I don't know. I don't know her that well. You could start there. Ask her out sometime. Get to know her. Maybe she'll change her mind. Maybe she'll change hers. In your end, you lose nothing by... What? I'm just realizing I'm giving love advice to a Lilum, so I don't know how well it applies to you. These things are humans in all but organs nowadays anyways. Even if that's the case, it's interesting that she felt that way towards him. Why wouldn't she? This fella is a good catch, if I do say so myself. And like I said, humans in all but organs. You surely encounter Lilum that you sometimes forget are not humans. Well, we live in a world of weird times, but hey, that only makes them more interesting. It's odd going to other cities and not seeing the same integration of Lilum though. Well, Glitch City is pretty much the cradle of social experiments involving Lilum integration, so... Anyway, just try to get to know her. You'll find out how you feel afterwards. Yeah, I think I'll try that. It's quite the uninspired advice if you ask me. Anything else? Let's commemorate the occasion with a piano man and a piano woman. There you go. And now we reach a stalemate. I normally take the piano man, but I feel like there's a symbolic value in taking the woman. Why order like that then? I hate Laura. You what? She's gonna take you away from me. You're my piece of scrap, not hers. You're mine. Mine. Betty, you don't owe me. Besides, I can't for the life of me leave you alone. I feel like the moment I let you out of my sight, you'll just crash. Is she drunk? That's not a laughing matter. You need someone making sure you aren't kicking people. That's not normal, you know? Besides, it's not like I have something with her yet. You're right. So you won't leave me? I worry myself sick if I left you to your own devices, honestly. We should leave now. Oh yeah. We're holding a small New Year's party tomorrow. I don't know if you want to come. We'll come. Are you sure? We will. Fine, we'll be here, Jill. Anyway, see you then. Bye, Bill. Please come again. Party? I'd love to go. But I told everyone that tomorrow I end the year with a party myself, so... Sorry. I totally forgot she was already here. Man, that was such a bliss. Still, I can see how traffic spiked. Things can get fun here. And just like the last time, I need to show my viewers something fun. Give me something nasty. Oh my god, I can't even see anything in my fucking screen. Something nasty? But why is it nasty? Isn't everything nasty? What's nasty? What did I give her last time? Is it like bitter and like sour or something? Maybe I'll give her something like promotional, considering she's a stream chan bitch. Oh, wait. Promo. There we go. Why not? Oh, wait, no, I can't do that because it's too many ingredients. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 3 commentary. On the rocks. There you go. There you go. This is the... Hold on. It was nasty, alright. And now it's time for me to be a nice person and give you something nice. Eh? It's the second time I'm here, so it's only natural that you get your own copy of my theme song. No, thank you. Don't be shy, let me give you one. I mean it, no thanks. Well, too late, it's already in your player. I can't- how the ever-living fuck did you do that? Magic. That's bullshit. Video editing magic. Did you just hack into the music player? Let's move on, shall we? Yeah, whatever. Hey, weren't there dogs? Last time you talked about this place like it was this zany haven of sorts, but I see the same shit. Seriously, no decorations or anything of the like. Good question. Where are the dogs? I either haven't paid enough attention to their arrival or they haven't come yet. Idols, newspaper managers, talking dogs, and this is the same old bar like last time. I might sue you for fake advertising, you know? Now that I think about it, maybe the boss just donated money to this Sierra thing, and then to trick the dog into coming here as a part-timer for Turks. Oh, well, anything interesting lately? I mean, it's not like I missed them, but they should at least throw their faces. Hello? Sorry, what did you say? I was asking if there were any new stories. This is not a newspaper, you know? Nor is it a crazy stories on demand streaming service. That's a big fat lie and you know it. Shut up. But I said nothing. I meant, so shut that idea up. Yeah, that. I won't. Last time I came here, the viewership peaked for some reason. I want to find out why. Maybe Pretty Boy over there can tell us the story of who he fucked. He's so distracted that you won't even make a retort. Amazing. I guess there's something worth saying, but then I want to hear it. Well, Kira Miki came here to stay again. You're shitting me. You expect me to believe she came all the way here again? Do you even have proof like the glass like last time? Well, if I may interject. You've been listening, boss? The walls are pretty thin. Oh. Anyway, she did. I even took a pic with her. She did what? Let's see. Why? I try to make an appointment with her and she's always busy. But you sit here and she just comes waltzing over? It's not fair. Hey, if I knew how the hell stuff like that happened, I'd share my secrets too. I was just as baffled as you are right now. Yeah, but I bet you're not even that much of a fan anyway, are you? You're not wrong. Can you at least tell me how nice she was as a client? Very graceful client, much like the last time. A really nice girl. I'm gonna give you my number. If she ever comes back, you let me know, you hear? Not gonna let you keep her to yourself. I really doubt she'll come back again, though. She already came twice. I'm not taking any chances. Yeah, I need something to drown this anger with. Give me something girly, will you? Okay. Is there a Valhalla bar that exists? I want to visit. I want to turn 21. There you go. Phew. Let's just chill a bit. It's still not fair. You know, you're boring today. You're not chatting that much, nor you're doing anything funny. Maybe the whole peak viewership thing is just you? Eh? Maybe this bar and me both had nothing to do with the spike. Maybe you were just that good. Are you hitting on me? I'm not. In fact, I'm kind of trying to get you to leave pronto. Don't be so hard on the girl. She's fun. Another nuisance shows up. Joe hates me. It's not hate, it's just... Wait, I'm not having this conversation again. Boring. Hey, you're curious, right? About Fuckboy's partner. Wanna know who it was? Do you know? Maybe, maybe not. That maybe not settles it then. Not taking any chances then. Oh, come on. Bartender, you're making lots of faces there. It's nothing, really. Do the two bartenders break or something? Should I call the manager? Tech support? Hey Joe, inner and outer voice, remember? Fuck. What? Who fucked? Aside from that guy, I mean. Say, you're oddly calm today. Well, I've been getting more sleep lately. That way I don't feel like if I stop speaking I'll die. Crash is one hell of a drug. And when you know, I can actually make it to premium time if I go commando. Okay. But come on, I'm getting bored out of my ass here. Do something. I'm not a dog. You can't just ask me to roll over, you know. Mind if I entertain you a bit then? Boss? You and Gil take a break. I'll entertain the Misty here. Alright. Jill, by that I meant take Gil with you. I don't want him humming to the middle of the road and right into a truck's grill. Grilled Gil. Right. Alright, Gil, come with me. Eh? Yeah, I'm finishing this game tonight. Why not? I'll probably go for New Game Plus too and upload that too. Want one? No thanks, I don't smoke. Alright, I got a text from Alma. Boss, Alma and Gil didn't fuck. Well, that's a bummer. She's sending congratulations your way though. Tell her I said thanks, I guess. So who was the lucky girl? So it was a guy? I never thought you sung that way. It wasn't a guy. So it was a girl, and you did fuck. I don't feel comfortable talking about that, you know? You don't make things easy for me, though. How so? I mean, you're pretty hard to get close to, you know? You never talk about yourself. You're talkative, as long as it doesn't involve you directly. Teasing you is literally the only way I know how to get through to you. You make me sound like some weird loner. You are a weird loner. At least tell me if you enjoyed the night you spent with whoever it was. I did. Good for you. Why are you humming Sunshine Stone so much, though? Well, after that Idol Girl came yesterday again. I looked up at her discography and I can't stop humming and listening to them. Right. Oh god, you didn't fuck the Idol Girl, did you? No, why would that be a problem, though? I don't know, it just feels weird. Well, that's that for the break then. Let's go back. Alright. Oh, and Gil? Keep in mind what I said about opening up more, I mean it. That way we won't tease you so often. Listening to you say that has to be the weirdest thing I've heard this year. Shut up. I wonder if Alma finds Gil attractive. I don't know. And that's that. Back. What were you doing back there? Fucking. Oh, so just chatting then. Holy crap, did you two really fuck? John has the face of a man who fucked to death recently. See, Gil? You're making it too obvious. Hell! What will you do? What we have today? I'll have a gut punch. Coming right. Eh? What? Nothing. Dorothy wants a gut punch. Is the world ending? All aged movies. Boop, 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 boop. Here you go, guys. Here. Stop looking at me like that. Sorry. Are you okay? It's weird for you to order something like that. Yeah, I'm just trying out stuff. Did you know Lilim tongues are designed to identify food using chemical components? Our tongues were designed with the human ones in mind. For example, the first flavors that we detect are sour and then bitter, just like you guys. I checked my personal specs and apparently my sensitivity is set to 1.2235 times. That makes me hate those flavors because I feel them harder. Why all that exposition? I mean, I'd lie if I say I wasn't interested, but why? Well, after last time, I got curious and started checking how many of my systems worked in detail. For example, the tips of my fingers are so sensitive to vibrations you could make a seismograph of them. Huh. And checking that, I found that it's all based on how humans work. And that got me thinking about what you said. I mean, for my systems to work, humans have to understand how they work, right? And after all those discoveries, they're not any more or less artificial. Why should I be? I don't know. Looking all of the sun made me feel real. It was the opposite of what I felt last time. I felt like I'm here right now. Glad to hear that. Alright then, let's try something sweet then. Let's give her, I remember she liked the piano woman, right? Hold on, let me scratch my back. Scratch. Oh, God. Okay. Here you go. Ah, nice. To be honest, it's a bit surreal for me. What? I'm here talking to you and you're answering like any human would. You're even expressing happiness. I remember when I was a kid, I usually tried to strike conversation with AIs. but after a bit they just start looping through their built-in answers, repeating the same things over and over again. That always made me crash back into reality. When I think back to that, having such advanced AIs like you right here, right now, it's amazing. I don't know, it makes my inner child happy to see something like she always dreamt of. It helps when I feel particularly cynical. Aw, you flattered me. Besides, I've always thought about humans like nature's living. The method might be different, but we too have evolved from a more simple form ages ago. If Lilith managed to create biological life years from now, it'll all come at full circle. So what should I take from this is, you love me, don't overdo it. Anything else? Let's go with a sugar rush. Okay. A sugar rush. Alright. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. I'll mix. There you go. Even in doubt, my love for these is real. How romantic. So I take it this solipsis problem got solved? Yup. All the reality crisis started the other day. My guardian, call her Mom, nobody's judging you. Mom decided to meet with the mother of her daughter's girlfriend. It was a very emotional meeting. They both said they felt like they closed a long chapter. I was moved, but that's when it set in. Why was I moved? I never met any of them, so where do these feelings come from? Why do I feel things? Do I really feel them? What tells me someone else isn't pressing a button to make me feel that? What tells me I'm in my body? What is real? Ooh! Oh, don't worry about the way. I'm fine. Thank God. It's unnatural to see you down like that. Man, that Go-Go was a blast. Don't you feel like talking a bit more with Dee Dee? Dee Dee is too much of a prick and Go-Go is tired. Besides, I want to talk with the bartenders. Oh, fuck. Damn. Well, I tried, Jill. I'll be in my office. Cute little girl, Lily. Cam girl! Oh, fiddlesticks. What's your name, girl? I'm Dorothy Hayes, at your service. Do you come here often? Are you hitting on me? Hey Dorothy, I'm in the middle of a live stream. Do you want to participate? Sure, sounds like fun. Okay, let's take a recommendation from you. What should I drink next? Try the Sugar Rush. Bartender, a Sugar Rush over here. Bartender! Sorry, what? Sugar Rush, please. Right. Sugar Rush, again. I regret nothing. There you go. Good choice, Dorothy. Yay. So what are you doing in my turf? Streaming Chan? Yes. No, I mean, that's what she calls herself. Man, that's a tacky name. Yeah, but it's my tacky name. Actually, that's not really my name. What's your real name, then? Behind Streaming Chan's awesome mask lies the humble Nicole Chen. Humble. Why not call yourself Streaming Chan? It's funny that you mention it. You see, when I started calling myself Nico Chen, how I changed websites so the name felt a bit off place, thus I became Streaming Chen. Everyone nicknamed me Streaming Chan though, so I just went with it. Oh yeah, I get it. At one point I was gonna call myself Dolores Hayes, but then I realized the name was as little as a brick to the face. Anyway, I'm here because the last time I came I ended up with a greater viewer numbers than usual, and so I wanted to treat my loyal audience again. Ooh, I see. Well, you came to the right place, especially if you're looking for some comfy fun. Honey here might be harsh, but you just need a crack and shell. Shut up. See? You just need to say the right thing at the right time, and she becomes a sweetheart. Quiet, you. Don't play too hard to get, you know it's true. Hey, Stream Girl. That's me. I regret asking this, but don't you have a sponsor? It's weird that it's been like this long without some advertisement, you know? I have, but you see, the contract with them expired, so Marvin, the business guy or whatever, had to make a new one. He was gonna send the draft to his lawyer as it had a couple of additions, but, let's say he got too excited with my VR model and the contract became unreadable. God damn it. Oh, so he used the contract too. Yep, he cut it in a pair of panties and rubbed it vigorously on his penis. I mean, you'd expect certain principles to be upheld even in the adult VR industry, but okay. I reported him and he got fired, and now they're looking for a new business person thing. Honestly, I think the paper cuts all over his dick are punishment enough. But I mean, why the contract? I don't mind if he just jacked off to an image of me, but the contract, dude? That's money that you're soiling right there. I would have gone back on the deal were it not for the owner paying me a visit and apologizing profusely. Some people, seriously. Dick paper cuts. I've done enough crazed teacher fantasies to know how they can be a problem. I don't think you need to have experience to understand that. That said, Gil's been grimacing for a full minute now. Don't mind me. Huh. But you know, I like you, Dorothy. Why don't we celebrate with beers, my treat? Alright. 2 big beers, honey. I need 2 big beers. Hell yeah. There you go. Cheers. Cheers. Alright, I'm not feeling my tongue or my feet. Time to get lewd. Did I hear lewd? Do you have any stories? This would be a treat for non-premium users. I once met a guy that insisted on doing it in a jacuzzi. He didn't mind being in a premium time, so I started setting up the cameras. And then, man, it wasn't a challenge. I wasn't just gonna stream over the water, I wanted some underwater action too. What did you do with the bubbles and all? That was the least of the problems, we just turned the jets off. But not only did I have to make a makeshift underwater cover, I also had to keep my eye on the heat. Heat isn't good with cameras. Did you try chilling the cam a bit and putting it in the bag with some filling? We made something more convoluted. We took a small cooler, opened a hole for our lens, and sealed it with plastic. I made sure the lens looked good through the cam and started recording. Threw in some cooling packs and sealed the fuck out of the cooler. Did it need any weight? Yep, luckily the guy was into bodybuilding, so we used some old dumbbells. He was also ripped as fuck, but that was another story. It was all a success, but it was also the last time I ever had sex in a jacuzzi. Blood rushing, hot water, I felt like I was dying midway through it. Thank God he decided to resume the action out of the water midway through it, or I would surely died. At least the guy didn't burn himself. What did you mean? Last time I had sex in a jacuzzi, my body got so hot that the guy almost burned his dick. I considered investing in a cooling system, but it's a situation and expensive that I'll pass. Besides, those cooling systems require too much maintenance anyway. Wait, I think I should leave, but care to join me in escapees for the rest of the night? Can I plug my services at the end of the night? Sure. Then count on me in. I got the perfect stories. Let us be on our way then. Goodbye, bartender. Bye, honey. Well, let's start with the story. You see, there was this mega Santa. Wait, seriously? They left. A pair made in hell. At least they look like they're having fun. That method of filming underwater sounded convoluted as fuck though. But I guess it's hard to keep a cool head when you're horny. We're done, boss. Man, don't you feel great? Were we in the same place? Here, Jill. What's this? A bonus. Today I got a taste of the kind of clients you deal with and keep it up. Well, tomorrow is the big day, so get ready. That goes for both of you. Employer of the month. I did it, guys. Get all the flawless, but that's sick. Either I'm getting old, or that girl was too much even for me. No mistakes, payment, tips. Oh man, that's sick. Happy New Year. You have no new notifications or reminders. May all your wishes come true in a bountiful new year filled with health and joy. Happy New Year. Can I buy shit, please? I don't know why I didn't have any reminders. Happy New Year. May all your wishes come true in a new bountiful year filled with health and joy. Lovely. I guess I'll go to work. Saturday, December 31st. Well, let's see. Gil's in the back getting everything ready. I'll go grab some food I've ordered. They only agreed to work on New Year's if I were to pick it up myself. Are you alright? I'm scared. Gabby will show up at any minute. Relax, everything will be alright. I can assure you of that. Drink something. Maybe that will cheer you up. Maybe. I'll leave you for a bit, but keep your chin up, okay? If you get through this, I'll give you, I don't know, a hug. Does that work? A hug? A big one, or a reward for after everything's said and done. Gotta go. You can do it. Right. Everything's fine. You've been avoiding this for all these years. Now it's time to face it head on. Yeah, everything's fine. Everything will be better after I talk to Gabby. Boss might even give me a hug. I'm okay. Hello. Gabby. Come in. Excuse me. Welcome to Vaha... Jill and Gabby. Hey. You talk first. No, well... Some days ago I got a letter. And even odder at getting a letter is the fact that it was from your sister. A what? My sister sent you a letter? That's the first I've heard of it. When did it say? I don't know. I've never opened it. At least not until now. Huh? I figured I should read it with you. Yeah, let's do it. Let's read it. Alright then. Sorry. Just that? Yep. Isn't there anything else in the letter? Maybe on the back? This is just like your sister, man. I spent days worried about this letter, not wanting to open it for fear of what it might contain. I lost sleep and appetite thinking about it. And after all those worries, after all those problems, after all these years not talking to her, she just sends me a letter, a fucking letter of all things. And she just says, sorry? Sorry for what? For our fight? For not talking all these years? Now I'm fucking pissed. Are you laughing? Sorry, I remember all the times my sis provoked you that way. Like that time when she gave you a chocolate labeled 1, 2, and 4 during Valentine's Day, and you were pissed about the lack of 3. Or that one time when you left an unopened beer bottle on the table and she sneakily opened it and took a sip. She didn't tell you she did it and you were confused all day long. She always bragged she knew me like the back of her hand. If the letter was supposed to piss me off like that, I guess she had all the rights to brag. Maybe she was being sincere though. She did express to me that she was sorry on more than one occasion. She did, huh? You told me that she died from localized nanomachine rejection, right? In her heart, yeah. Instead of the massive rejection that always makes the news, her case was more focused. They usually amputate or replace the part and call it a day. But organs are different. The condition made her susceptible to transplant rejections. Not to mention artificial hearts and genetic treatments were out of the question. Yeah. The thing is, apparently she suffered that since she was 18 but kept it a secret from everyone. Why? Hell if I know. I was angry to learn that she hid it as well. Why didn't you tell me? Was it to avoid worrying me? Was she ashamed? What was it? Wait, how did she live so normally then? She had to use a serum, shots near her heart every 3 days. Apparently the serum burns like hell. The shot even left her a nasty mark where she had to apply them. So the thing near her left breast wasn't a birthmark? And the rejection was what ended up killing her? The nanomachine rejection was what ended up killing her, but they couldn't find what made her so vulnerable. Doctors said she might have missed a shot or the shots made her other defenses grow weaker. The condition could have just gone nuts out of nowhere, or maybe it was blood pressure. Maybe it was regular heart attack and the rejection acted afterwards, they don't know. She kept it a secret from everyone, so nobody knows. Maybe if she had told me about it, I could have helped her, maybe she'd still be alive. Maybe she wouldn't have faced it alone instead of just dying in her sleep. Thinking about it, what ifs won't bring her back. Eh? I spent much of my time hammering myself with what ifs after you told me she died. What if I waited to cool down a bit back then? What if I just swallowed my fears in that very moment? What if I had apologized earlier? What if I had given a chance to the research institute back then? And the amount just increased after I lashed out at you the other day. But today I realized something. Having such regrets with the dead is a hollow effort. You're alive, you're here, I can make amends with you, but I can't make amends with the dead. I can't apologize to her like I can't apologize to you right now. Jill. Lenore, she's resting now. She's just resting after having that heart condition out these years. She didn't have to face it alone, though, if she only... So, let's celebrate her life and achievements. If we are to mourn, let's mourn her together. If we are to honor her, we'll do it together. Together. Lenore was a fun-loving person. The best we can do right now is try to lighten up, even if it's only for a moment. I need to ask, though, did she really start to complain about chest pain shortly after I left? No. She didn't get visibly worse after you left or anything. Everything was actually just too sudden. She did complain about chest pains from time to time, but it actually just goes way back before you left. Back then, we thought it was just acid reflux or something. God, I even blamed her death on you. I was just too angry back then, and part of me just wanted to put the blame on someone or something. And you didn't deserve that, sorry. Hey, I'm sorry too, you know. We both have things to apologize for. Don't think too much about it. I should have been mature and not shouted at you either, so let's just call that under the water bridge, okay? Are you sure? Of course I am. So, how did you find me exactly? Well, have you ever heard of a message board called Danger U? I have, yeah. Well, truth is that I visit it from time to time. And the other day I read a thread that discussed the bar, and the description of the bartender sounded just like you. Are you mad? No, not mad. More like dumbfounded. Hey Jill, can you tell me what the problem was back then? What sparked that fight? Weren't you happy with my sister? Well, back then I didn't know what to do with myself after I graduated college. I went in and pretty much hated my last couple of years there. It's not far-fetched to think that I only tolerated being there because your sister was with me. Had she stopped supporting my studies, I would have quit right there and then. And after graduating, I got a very good job offer that she accepted on my behalf in no time. She kept saying that it was the best for me in my future, but I was livid. Why did she have to do that? I hated it. I didn't even know if I wanted to go there, but she still insisted so much. Like she was forcing that burden on me. And then my became our future, and then she started talking about marriage. You were going to get married? I don't think we ever took it seriously. It was just something that she kept mentioning. Not like we didn't think about it down the line, but she most likely teased me with it. But the thought suddenly scared the shit out of me. I loved her, but I don't think I was ready for such a commitment, especially considering what she did. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I wasn't going to let her decide such a big thing for me. I mean, she could be really pushy from time to time. Like I said, I pretty much passed college thanks to being with her, and that was probably because she was so pushy. Even if she had the best intentions, she could be abrasive from time to time, and it rained down on me at that moment. She took it upon herself to make that choice for me. What could have stopped her once we got married? What if she suddenly decided to craft my life into her needs after marriage? I knew her. She would probably do it thinking it was the best for me. But what about my freedom, my say on the matter? So that's where you stopped loving her, Laura? No. I never stopped loving her, which is why it hurts so much. But you have to understand. I didn't want to wake up 40 years old and working a job I hate. Just out of the routine, getting used to it. I wanted to break from everything for a while to put my thoughts in order. Regroup myself, think carefully about what to do next. I can understand. I have sometimes felt the same, although I'm not even in college. So that's what led to you fighting, huh? Yeah, you know, the word fight makes it sound like you exchanged blows or something. It's all silly when I think back to it. Tragically silly. Maybe I was the one who started the fight, getting all defensive about not wanting to take that offer. Perhaps if I didn't overreact to her arguments about wasting this huge opportunity, maybe if she shouldn't have lashed out at me this bad. It could have been avoided if I had just kept a cool head and talked about it with her. My sister said something like that. Huh? I told you she mentioned it on one occasion how sorry she was about the whole thing, right? Should have listened to her about the end, but instead I kept pushing her. I should have kept a cool head instead of letting my jealousy take the best of me. It was for her offer, not mine. Should have stopped projecting myself on so much in her. Something like that. Lenore. We're quite the hotheads, you and me and my sis. You were supposed to be the mature one, you know? Play your role correctly. But why didn't you come back, Jill? Did you end up hating us that much? Did the break include us too? No, it's just that. Remember when your sister was giving a class and you broke a window? How you didn't want to see her for fear of being scolded? But my sister wouldn't have scolded you. But I was afraid. Dead afraid. I couldn't bring myself to face your sister. But I faced her back then and I was like 7 at the time. Why couldn't you do it? It's not quite the same. And in perspective, no matter what reason I could come up with it, would never make sense to me. Everything sounds very stupid when I look back, you know. Not that it makes things easier. I won't ever get to speak to her ever again, and it feels bad because it's stupid. I swear you and my source were meant for each other. You both moved on after all that, but neither had the courage to go back and say you're sorry. And like I said, berating myself over these past mistakes won't bring her back. I miss her so much, though. We were together all the time, always talking about dumb stuff. I wouldn't call my parents useless, but she was the one that I could always talk to. I feel her absence every day. Everything is just so quiet now. She was an amazing person. Yeah, she was an amazing person. Eh? Mourning is fine and all, but we should be celebrating her life. If she was here, she would tell us that there's no fun in soaking around for so long. She told you that all the time. The same way she told you to stop rubbing things in people's faces. Both figuratively and literally, by the way. Hey, I was 8 back then. So let's have a toast in her honor, shall we? A toast? Yeah, let me get you a drink. A drink? Don't worry, trust me. Do I need to make 2? I can't make 2. Okay. A little bit of alcohol, I guess. Sugar rush. There, wind blast. Sweet, girly, and happy. Perfect for the situation. Grab this for a sec. Okay. Lenore, I know you're watching from the beyond right now, as I gave a drink to your little sister. It's obvious to me that we are both meant to make amends at some point, but we never got around to it. I can't apologize to you anymore, but I can at the very least make you rest easier. So know that I'll look out for Gabby in your absence. I'll make sure Gabby grows into a fine woman, just like you were. I'll always be there for her. I'll be sure the little brat doesn't face the same problem you and I had. Hey! Want to add anything? I'll always miss her. Don't say it to me. Say it to her. That's a bit... Come on. Just this once. I'll always miss you, sis. Sis. Sis, you idiot. Why did you keep that secret for so long? Fucking idiot. I always told you everything. Wasn't I enough, you fucking idiot? Hey, Jill, promise me you won't be like that knucklehead. That you won't keep stuff like that to yourself. Only if you promise the same to me. And promise me we won't fight. I can't do that. Eh? You and I are both too thick-headed. Sooner or later we'll clash on some opinion. But what I can promise is that I won't run away like last time. We'll both cool off and talk it over like the adults we are. I'm not an adult. Let's face it, you've been more mature than I have. Hey, did you mean what you said? That you'll look after me? I'll always be here for you, Gabby. I mean, I'm not Lenore, but I won't dare leave my little sister alone. Jill. Hey, wasn't this a toast? Right. For Lenore, faithful sister and girlfriend. Cheers. Cheers. So, about this drink. Can I drink it? Do you like it? Take a sip. It's not bad. Why not drink it then? You're with an adult. We might as well break the alcohol taboo here right now. Right. Now that I think back to it, didn't your sister give you a beer once as a prank? Oh yeah, that. It was April Fool's. I should have known better when she offered me apple soda. I put bubblegum on the soles of all the shoes in retaliation. She walked funny, and my jaw hurt for the rest of the day. Yeah, but did you know you got my drink that time? Huh? She gave me a beer and it turned out to be apple soda. Oh. Did you get back at her? Well... I did hide all the dildos in the house that night, only to find out she knew how to use a cucumber. And that as a follow-up, she used that same cucumber in a salad days later. Ew! What the fuck? That's sick, actually. She said, so do you like eating me for lunch? Jill? I'll tell you when you're older. Or never at all. Huh? Hey, Gabby. Do your parents know you're here? They think I'm at Claire's, actually. Who? Oh, she's my best friend at school. And this Clary knows you're using her as an excuse, right? Of course. How would she cover for me otherwise? True. Will you go to her house afterwards? To be honest, I didn't think that far. Maybe I will. I do live in another district, but Clary doesn't live close by, so... Well, it can't be helped. I live nearby and the streets aren't exactly safe at night. Why not stay with me tonight? Are you sure? I don't live in a mansion, but I'd say it's comfy enough, at least to spend the night. Sure, I'd love to stay with you. Great. Hey, does your dad still have that bakery? His bread was really good. Yeah, he opened a second branch last year. So he's looking to expand? I think he got into a partnership with a friend in the Motor District. The guy saw an opportunity after realizing Motor District has almost no bakeries. I still remember when your sister introduced me to him. He started shouting, I knew it! I fucking knew you were a lesbian! Mark one for daddy! I think he had this bet with an acquaintance of his ever since my sis was 12 years old or so. Dad said sis was into girls. The acquaintance didn't believe him. He bet a beer on whatever he was right or not. That beer bottle is still in the fridge, by the way. It's even labeled Sweet Victory. Your mom and Lenore never made up, did they? I guess that one was known as a said one too many things argument. Mom was always obsessed with high society and her circle of friends. A lesbian daughter was a no-no. I'm still on my sis side for that one, though. Mom didn't reject her because she herself was homophobic. She did it because her friends were. To Mom, the opinion of her circle of friends was worth more than her own daughter. How did she react to her death? Dunno. Mom and Dad broke up 2 years ago. They did? They never got married, so there was no proper divorce. I haven't seen her since August, I think. Did you two fight too? No, she just hasn't showed up. You must have felt alone, huh? I've been there. A bit, but I'm not alone anymore, thanks to you. Jill, I'm a bit dizzy. Must be the alcohol. The what? I did say let's break the alcohol taboo, didn't I? Yeah, but don't worry, it'll pass in a bit. And let this be a warning of the dangers of taking things from strangers in bars. First, you feel dizzy, then you wake up in a bathtub full of ice. If you're trying to justify your action with morale, you're digging yourself deeper. Huh? I always thought there was going to be a party here. Alma, over here. Party? A small New Year's celebration. Want to stay for it? I don't want a kid to burden. Don't worry, you won't. You'll only get cola for the night, though. No alcohol. I think it's a bit late for that. But give us time to catch up even more. I can introduce you to some friends. Are you in? If you don't mind me. Great. Hey, Alma, come here. There's someone I want to introduce you to. Oh, what a fucking game, dude. And there's New Game Plus. I'm pretty sure there's secrets, too. Let's fucking go. What a fucking game. Let's go. Oh my god. Christopher Ortiz out here in every possible credit, eh? Mom, Dad, family, and friends, thank you for all the support. This is for you. Special thanks to Wyward Games Ichio. Oh, okay. Michelangelo. Everyone would pre-order you right there. Well, I did, but... Made in Game Maker Studio by Yo-Yo Games. Prologue version made... Oh, there's a prologue version. I gotta check that out. Dynamic text box engine. Caleb Pickerel. Published by YSBRYD Games. Did you have fun? Well, of course I did. Yup. I also got to meet a cat boomer. Why did your boss hug you though? She's that kind of person. No, it's sleep. You were dozing off back there. Oh, it's Gabby and Jill talking to each other, I see. You're right. Good night, Jill. We'll play some more tomorrow. Good night. ...2016 Sukuban Games. Gracias, Beluche. February 3rd. Oh, cutscenes, okay. This is good, really good. You have no idea how long I've wanted some curry. I remember I meant to eat some, but then I had to pay for some drinks I spilled onto the floor. That screwed up my budget. It's the least I could do after being such an obnoxious client. Oh, so Virgilio did end up doing his curry thing. It's Jill. Yeah, about that. Mind if I ask something, Mr. Timothy Mercury? So you know. It's a small city. Turns out two very grateful girls soon became regulars, and both of them were related to you. So what's your question, bartender? Call me Jill. 2 questions, actually. The first one is, why did they brand you as a traitor? Because you killed the other guy? I don't know. It sounds weird considering the other guy assaulted 2 little girls. It was a cover-up. The guy was my superior. A high-ranking officer like him assaulting innocent civilians? That would be unthinkable, on paper at least. On record, I hurt the girls and killed them before another unit subdued me, and then I escaped from their custody. In reality, that's all I needed to know. Sorry for bringing that up. Didn't you have another question? Yeah, how did you build this restaurant so fast? It's a small city. Turns out 2 very grateful girls tracked me down to thank me. One of them was rich and the other noticed I smelled like curry. Those 2 are really nice girls, huh? They didn't deserve what that bastard did to them. Excuse me. Oh, speaking of the angels. Timmy! 2 special curries, please. Oh, hi, Jill. Saturday 25th. I can't believe you actually made me do that sleepover thing. You didn't have to accept, you know. Shut up. I'm having a good time. See, even Gabby is having fun. Relax a bit. Oh. So I'm getting like different achievements and stuff. So we have help a guy open his curry stand. Get almost. Oh, there's endings. Oh, I see. Yeah, whatever. You know, Alma, you remind me a bit of my sis. I do? How? You always manage to get a reaction from Jill. Sis always said that Jill acknowledging your presence is the best way to know she likes you. You're talking too much, Gabby. Aww. It's different with you, though. With my sis, Jill was more frustrated. Like this one time when she bought her a shirt that... You're talking too much, little girl. A shirt that what? That had the pic of a cucumber on it. Cucumber? Ow! What are you doing with my hair? Sorry, it just got stuck in one of my fingers. Seriously. So I'm a bit like Noah then? No, you just remind me of her a bit. Moreover, my sis wasn't as ass. But this girl is saying that with your tits and ass, you can build a Lenore and a half out of the mass. That just means there's enough to share with both of you. Share? You're talking too much, Alma. Oh my god, I'm getting so many endings. Let's go. How well did I do? Friday, January 15th. Dorothy. So yeah, the guy had a fantasy about a woman cast. I tried for an hour to convince him it's a bad idea, and I finally got to him. We finally moved to the bedroom, and it turns out the guy has a weird implant where his testicles should be. It's basically a removable ball sack. I suppose the guy really liked that fantasy and made sure he could live out it properly. Oh, so Dorothy can see Anna. I once saw a guy in the hospital in the emergency room after having frustrated fulfill a fantasy. I wonder if it's the same guy. I have enough problems with just one, you know? Just one what? With just listening to one of your anecdotes. You told me about the Tijuana thing and now this. Don't you have a more subdued story? Come on, Joe. You're an adult. You can take that much. Shut up. Well, last time I spoke with my mom, I asked her the story of my daughter, or her daughter. Turns out her name was Anna. Huh. And now you pretend it's a surprise? Quiet you. She fought against nanomachine rejection most of her life. She even lost a girlfriend she made up in the hospital to that sickness. Apparently, some time after she got out of treatment, her truck hit her and killed her. But even then, she was amazing. She was? Eh? Yeah, she kept up with her studies while still in the hospital. She was a self-taught honor student. Not only that, but she also ranked among the high 5 candidates in at least 3 college admission exams. She also played the piano and guitar. Well, being confined to a room does that, I guess. I mean, fully able-bodied people can barely do half of that. But she practically accomplished all that by herself. And she also beat nanomachine rejection, a disease that only 2% of humans suffer and even less survive. It took a trucking truck to take her down. She was great, and I think I'm sort of like her sister. Silly Becky. I finally know who she is. But why did she choose me? Honey, did you say something? I did not. Weird, I swear I heard someone say call me Silly Becky. Come again? Wait, it's not uncommon for me to hear stuff from far away and think I've heard it nearby, but you're the only one nearby that knows my real name, so it was weird. Oh well, as long as I was saying as Ballsack guy. What? That's so cool. I guess this is where we part ways, huh? Sadly, I'm bound to this city. I can only falsify my identity effectively around here. I really want to thank you, Chief, for the second chance you gave me. If we ever cross paths again, Gil, we're leaving for like a week and a half or something. Don't be so dramatic. And you're taking care of my apartment. We will cross paths because I live there. The time you spend setting up a useless farewell could be used asking me the same things about the place. So what's my achievement here? Get to the good ending. Oh, this is the good ending? Okay. The time you spend setting up a useless farewell could be used to asking me things about the place, like where the switches and valves are. But I already know, they're in that control panel you made. But I like talking about that control panel, I'm proud of it. Speaking of obsessive likes, Jill, stop calling Armitage. She'll take care of your 4-ball just fine. I'm not worried about him, I'm worried about me. I've never been away from 4 this long. I don't know what I'll do. You'll do just fine. You'll be pretty well to the last 25 years before finding him. Yes, but we're leaving. Oh yeah, before I forget, I left you a box of condoms in the first drawer of the desk. You what? You what? Hey, if he wants to bring his new girlfriend or whatever here, I want him to be ready. Oh, but just one condition. If you're gonna fuck like a rabbit, stay away from my room. I have too many pics of my Emoto there, and I don't want their eyes soiled. Emoto who? Little sister. Then just say little sister. Yeah, whatever. First stop, Panama. Here you can save heart data. Loading heart data from the title screen on bar will let you start over from day 1 while keeping your items and money. Thank you for playing. Ooh, okay. Okay. Well, it looks like there's a lot more to this game than I thought. I'm down, let's go.